And it feels so good. You know, I love it every time I get to see my wonderful cast. It is the best feeling in the world. We got, Ashley, Peter, Rachelle, Kellan here. Like, I love these people. They're the nicest, most sweet people you'll ever meet. So make sure if you come by, come say hi to us. Even if you just want to say hi, you don't need to get something. Just come say hi and just share some love, all right? So that's what we're here to do. This weekend is not about us. This weekend is about you guys, all of you. This is a celebration for you, of you, by you. So make sure that you guys give each other some love, all right? This is amazing. Thanks for allowing us to be a part of your lives. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Isn't that lovely? Rachelle, first time meeting you, big fan, and we saw on your Instagram that you and Melissa Joan Hart had a little travel day together. How was that?
Yeah, well, we both live in Nashville, and so we actually traveled down here together. That was really fun. No, this has been absolutely amazing. And when people say, like, so many people have said, like, thank you for being here, and I can't believe people are thanking me for being here. Like, it's really unbelievable. And there's so many of you out there who I know you, like, some of you have stopped by my table and you've like told me a personal story or shared some part of your life that was really meaningful. And thank you so much for doing that, because it's such a gift and it's so incredible to feel like in this world that we really are all connected and that we're all in this together, and that there's so much support and so much love in this room and so much encouragement for who we really are, and that's okay. And it's just been an amazing energy to be in. So thank you so much.
You're no stranger to the convention scene, but this is a pretty wild group in London. Have you been enjoying yourself?
It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. I mean, look at all these wonderful fans. People often ask, what's your favorite part of Twilight? Like, and this is my favorite part, like you guys, because this movie that we did years ago, and you're still here, and you're still showing such love for this film. And I get it, because I see it on TV, and I sit down, I start watching 5 minutes, and then I get sucked in, and the music's great, and it feels like coming home, when you watch these films. So I appreciate it. We appreciate you guys being here. Lots of love from the Cullens to you.
Ashley, how's the con experience been for you so far, meeting all of your adoring fans?
It's been amazing. I think, to echo what everyone else said, we're definitely so grateful and understand how lucky we are to have such incredible fans and have gathered new fans over the course of the past 10, 15 years. Like, it's kind of mind-blowing that we have people who love our characters and are just as impacted by Twilight as they were day one, and that's something really special and really incredible that not a lot of people get to be a part of and get to experience. So to kind of echo what Peter said, like, we're just so grateful to have all of you, and we love you so much, and we're so happy that you're here. So thank you guys.
You guys are so great with the fans. You take so much time for all of them. But if we can go back to the beginning, where were you at in your career? What brought you to the role in the Twilight Saga? Do you remember sort of the process that you went through getting the role? We'll start with you, Kellan. We'll go down the line.
Ashley Greene pretty much got me the role. She was cast already. I auditioned for Emmett, loved it. Catherine Hardwick held up my headshot and another actor's headshot, and Ashley's like, "Oh, Kellan, I'm friends with him. You'd love him." She's like, "Cool, sold," and kind of got the job. So again, Ashley,
quite persuasive.
And I was just big. I think I fit the part. I love comedy.
I think it was really Stephanie Meyer. It was like, that's him.
Yeah, there you go. Stephanie too, obviously. So yeah, just really lucky. Right time, right place.
Oh yeah, so for me, they were like, "Do you want to play Emmett?" And I said, "They're like, you need to grow." Okay. But no, so I auditioned for Edward Cullen, like every single person in Hollywood at the time, including Henry Cavill, and then eventually Catherine offered me the role of Jasper, and I said no, because I didn't, read the full series. And she's like, "Hey, how about you go home, read Eclipse, and then get back to me." So I did, and then I was like, okay, there's something I can do with this. Because reading Twilight, I didn't really see what I could do with Jasper, and then getting a sense of like, oh, this guy has a history, and there's something really cool about that. Plus, he's from Texas, I'm from Texas. Let's do it. Let's get it done. All right.
Yeah, I remember I had done a fair amount of TV already at that point, but film-wise, like, wasn't, you know, hadn't done very much, I guess, and I remember going to the audition, and I loved the book, and I really wanted the part, and so I was definitely, like, went for it in my audition. And then I was the last, I think it was the last vampire, I might have even been like the last main character cast in the movie, because the way they told it to me was that, like, the studio wanted someone else who was a bigger name, and they were thinking about it, whatever, and then I found out that because of my audition, Catherine Hardwicke was behind the scenes fighting for me. So I wrote her a 4-page letter about why I loved vampires, about why I loved science fiction, and, like, I wrote her like a nerd fan love letter to the book and to the whole thing, and apparently that made her fight even harder, and here I am.
That is so cool. Yeah, round of applause, by the way, for really going for it. We have so many aspiring actors that attend these conventions, so that's a really cool story. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, don't play coy. Like, whatever your dream is, like, whatever it is that you want, don't do the thing where you go, it's okay if I don't get it or whatever, because if you're like me, you're lying we're lying when we say that, right? And so don't lie. Don't tell the universe you don't want it. Don't tell anyone you don't want it. Tell everybody you want it so you have a chance at getting it, okay? That's my thing.
I love that.
MC.
We love that. Now, Peter, I'd seen you in many things before, and I bet you couldn't hardly wait to get this role. You know what I'm saying? Don't give me that look.
Well,
Love that.
when they saw Can't Hardly Wait, they were like, "Oh, this guy's perfect for Carla." No.
Totally.
You guys too young for Can't Hardly Wait. Speaking on persistence, I went in and I read for Carlisle, and then I thought I did well, and I was calling my agents, and I said, how's it going? They said, well, you're on a short list. And then I didn't get the role. True story, I didn't get it. They offered it to somebody else because they thought I looked too young, and they wanted it on screen, they wanted somebody that looked a little older. Even though in the books he's younger than me, but on screen they thought maybe I'd look too young next to them. And I still look too young next to them.
Hey.
So they, I was bummed I didn't get it. I was like, that's weird. I really felt like I was right for it. And then I wrote a letter. Actually,
You wrote a letter too?
No, here's what happened. I was at an audition for another movie, and there was a book that it said 50 years of vampire making in Hollywood. It was a picture book, lots of photos in it. And I was reading, I was like, wow, thanks, universe, rubbing it in that I didn't get this movie. And but I liked the book, so I went and I tracked down a copy of it. And I don't know if you know the story.
I don't.
And I sent it to Catherine, and I just wrote in it, hey, sorry, it didn't work out. Hope this book inspires you to make a really fantastic vampire movie. Because there were so many great classic vampire movies in the book. And so what I didn't know was the actor that they went out to. I don't know if the deal didn't work out, or he was like on a movie he had didn't work out. But she got the book the day that the other actor fell out. So I always joke with Catherine that I bought my role for $29.99.
That's a bargain. That is a bargain for Carlisle.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So I auditioned, I think 6 or 8 times for the role. Well, not for the role of Alice, but to be in Twilight. My agent's managers said, there's this really cool book series, and they're making it into a script, and like, no pressure, but don't mess up because this could be really cool. I got the breakdown, and it was basically like they gave nothing away, and they were like, girl 17. And I was kind of like, okay, is there like a script or anything? And they were like, oh no, they're not releasing it. So I went and I bought the book, and I read it in a day, and fell in love with it the same way that I think many of you did, where I was just like, I can't put this down, and like, I love these characters, and I just desperately need to be a part of this world. And without even like understanding what manifestation was at the time, like I was very much just like, no, this is it. Like this is the one that I'm gonna like break out, and this is the one that I'm gonna be a part of. I have to be a part of this world. And so I went in, and they had most people. I think you mentioned the Jackson, but most of the time they they'll audition the lead roles first, and so I went in for Bella. Obviously didn't get it.
I went in for Bella too. I forgot.
Yeah. I feel like you and Catherine have a special relationship. But didn't get it. But Catherine saw something and said, you know what, she seems like an Alice. And so I went back in and then started the process. I think up to auditioning like 5 times to play Alice and did the whole thing. Like, she's really playful, Catherine. So like I went in and she was like, can you jump around and enact the whole scene? And so we did it. We did like baseball pitches. I said that I knew how to pitch a baseball, which I didn't. Like, it was a whole like workshop basically. And then I waited for like a couple of months, and I thought that I didn't get it because I was like up against someone who usually got roles over me. And then my agent finally called and said like, well, unfortunately, you have to cut your hair. And I was like, oh my God, I'll shave my head, I'll do anything. And here we are.
The rest is history. Beautiful cast. Well, as you guys know, I am a massive Twilight